Hey guys, how you doing? Dereck here. I wanted to thank you all for giving me the response to the record, letting me know what you think of it. I'm glad you listened, and yes, it's a 33 for you folks that are waiting for it. If you haven't got it yet, don't play it at 45. It's 33. I appreciate the honest feedback because, again, I know that we made a decent record, and I'm proud of all four bands on the record. Sequoia Flame, please let me know if there's not actually two records in the sleeve. There should be. I'm really flabbergasted I don't have an extra record sitting outside. It should be two 7-inch singles inside the cover. Please let me know. I'll take care of that if it's not. This is a short post on Sarah Records. I only have a few, but I promised Blue ECM I would show what I have. They were labeled, I understand, that was around from about 1987 to 1995, probably influenced as much by indie labels like Creation and Rough Trade as much as it was perhaps influenced by bands that are associated with this tape called C86 that came out, which I don't have. I have some of the bands on it, but missed out on that. I came across these records literally through just seeing them in the store. There was an employee at Homer's, I think it was, for a while, who was into this stuff, and somehow they started to catch my attention. I think partially because I noticed that The Wake was on the label. I love the band The Wake, who I first came to attention through them being on Factory Records, another label that I followed from the beginning. Great label. I just have a few things on the Sarah Records label, but I'll show those, and really happy to have them because apparently they're hard to find. I don't have the first release on the label, I have the second one. And the second release on the label was this single by the Orchids. I've got a habit, and this is nice. I'll show it right quick. Sarah Records came with a nice lyric sheet poster. I understand that the label started out also kind of as a fanzine as well, and it just everything they did was what they bit of love, as it were, for the bands. The few other things that I have on the label are I have My Secret World by Golden Dawn. I'm just going to show them. Some of these I have to play. I haven't played in a while. I know I like them. St. Christopher I've listened to recently. I really like St. Christopher. And this is one of his. It's called All of a Tremble. Actually, that's how you hold it. It's like that. All of a Tremble. And I also have St. Christopher's. This is my favorite by him. Say Yes to Everything. This just sounds like it was should have been a major hit. It's just got all the elements, and again, I can't promise, but perhaps it'll be on the backing track. I'd shown this in an older video of singles. Tramway, Maritime City. This is on the Sarah Records. And the only other single 7-inch I have on Sarah is The Wake, Major John. Just love this band. And they really fit the aesthetic of the label really well. The only other things that I have on Sarah Records are a couple of 12 inches and a couple CDs. This one I just showed recently because I've been listening to it, Temple Cloud, our Sarah compilation. And I actually burned some of these songs, recorded some of these songs to my computer so I could put them on my iPod. And this is a cool record, Epicurean, a soundtrack by the Orchids, double LP. This is good. Like I said, it's deadpan sometimes. It's like sometimes the singing is kind of deadpan or like emotionless, and yet there's something about the way the music is put together and just the whole sensibility where it just works. And it's really, really good and listenable. I really like. I could imagine maybe a band like Radiohead putting out some songs similar to theirs. I'm not sure I'd have the same reaction, but that's a really kind of silly thing to say. And there's really no comparison. just saying that the Orchids and the Sarah approach was not so much lo-fi, but more just indie, in that some records sounded not produced at all like demos, and other records sound produced. But they all have this character. And the only other things I have on the Sarah label are, I have the Wake's Make It Loud CD. Really like this album. Really like this a lot. Henry's Work, Holy Head, Firestone Tires. I love all those songs as I look at the titles. A single by the Hit Parade, Autobiography. This is just great. This is really good. And this one is just, I think, a classic Sarah Records release. The Sweetest Ache with Jaguar. This just hits the nail on the head. It's just really bittersweet. And this really sounds and feels very, very heartfelt. Not soulful in a Wilson Pickett, Aretha Franklin sort of way at all, but I find this music to be very soulful. Love it. And the last thing I have on Sarah Records that I can find, I think this is all I have, is this Brighter, another single. Again, I don't know how available this stuff is. I have a feeling it's not very, but for some of you, like me, sometimes the hunt, looking for things is part of the fun. I recommend it, and please leave comments. Slowly getting through people. There's, like I said, there's been a spike of activity, it seems like, or maybe it's just me. But I like to watch when I have time. I like to watch everyone's videos. So, including the new folks, and new people are coming up all the time, even messaging me personally saying, "Hey man, watch my video. It's great." Alrighty, talk to you soon.